Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to do a very natural look, something light every day for myself. And while I do that, I'm just going to kind of chat and tell you a little bit about myself. So please stick around, like, comment, and subscribe. First off, I already washed my face. Next I'm going to just add a moisturizer. I have this one that I got from my Etsy box. From First Aid Beauty. Fab. It says it's a priming moisturizer, which is fine. I do this and I also still go over it with an actual primer. And I'm gonna try to get this done in under like 20 minutes or so. It's football today and I want to watch. So for the primer, I'm gonna go in this Maybelline New York Master Prime. This is a primer and a base. Blur and pore minimizing. I like this one. Similar to a Smashbox one, but cheaper. Works the same for me, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with this one. And for my eyes, I was thinking about doing something super natural, super regular, super basic. Tans. Maybe a little brown, but nothing crazy. So first I'm gonna prime my eye. I don't have any eye primer, so I've just been using where's my brush? I've just been using my concealer. Cause why not? You know, especially on a day like this. I'm not going anywhere. Not doing anything, just sitting in the house. My concealer, I use the Pro Conceal LA Girl drugstore in the shade Light Tan. I'm actually running out, so I need to get some more of this. But what else? I know, I'm gonna hurry up and do this so I can come down and watch.
You got 2 angles each up.
Oh no, that's not doing nothing. That was not on. And then I'm going with a fluffy brush and just kind of set it. I can't get this powder out. Okay, then I'm going with this Morphe powder and just set the eye that I put on there, so that way it doesn't crease too much and it dries, so I can start layering some eyeshadow. And literally just a little bit. Like I didn't even tap it that much. I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place coffee shop. That's what I'm using today. And literally I'm probably just gonna use like 2 colors. Just gonna go with this one first. Very neutral, very regular. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. And then I'm gonna go in with this color here. My outer corner, just a little bit, just a dab, dab, dab. Same on this side. Then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just kind of blend it up. This is literally just like an everyday look for myself. So what's a fun fact about me? 32, I have 2 girls. I'm in school, getting my bachelor's, because I didn't do that when I was in my early 20s, so now I'm doing it. In accounting, so that's fun. And really the only reason I'm doing it is because I'm getting it free through my job. If it wasn't for my job, I probably wouldn't be even worrying about it. Then I'm gonna go in with the lighter color here to kind of just give me a little more brightness right here. And then give me a little shimmer. Use that one right there. And that's it. That's all I'm doing with my eyes. And all be all. I'm not doing anything else. If anything, I might go in a little darker on this side. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's an everyday, natural kind of chill look. I love reading. I've been doing a lot of reading. I just bought myself a Kindle. Get you one of these. Get you one of these. And I'm starting up a book club. So if you're watching this and you would like to read, drop a comment and I'll send you the link to sign up for the book club. The book club, we're right now really focusing on highlighting Black authors of all genres. So thriller, fantasy, romance, but like tame romance. I'm not doing the, we're not getting nasty. We're not doing the nasty stuff. A little spice is cool, no little intimacy or whatever, that's cool, but we're not doing the nasty stuff. Don't do the nasty stuff. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in on my brows, and I have the Holy Grail Anastasia. Using it forever. That's all I use on my brows. I've never used anything else. Yeah, going on my brows. But yeah, if you want to join the book club, drop a comment and I'll send you the link. I think it's gonna be really enjoyable. I'm probably gonna read multiple books a month, but only really highlight one of them each month. So this month it's January. I actually just got finished reading The Wife Before. It was really, really good. So if you're into like thrillers and suspense and plot twists and things like that, I think you would enjoy it. Basically, a woman marries this man who she barely knows. But apparently the wife before is dead. And it was suspected that he had something to do with it, but they couldn't prove it. Yada, yada, yada. So, a bunch of twists and turns. It was some stuff happening in that book, and I was like, oh my God. But it was really good, so if you're interested in stuff like that, I would recommend that book. And if you have the Kindle Unlimited app through Amazon, it's free. That's how I'm reading majority of my books right now, is if they're free, because I'm paying for the subscription. So why not read the free books that's in the subscription? Anyway, so I think that's cool. I already have really thick brows, so I don't do a lot on my brows. I feel like they could be like straighter. I feel like I have a decent arch in them. I want to make them a little straighter, but I'm scared. I'm scared to make them straight. I'm scared I'm gonna look like a fool. So we're just gonna keep the brows as they are. And just kind of fill them in a little bit. I don't have to do too much. Okay. And I need more of this concealer because I'm squeezing the tube. That thing, this stuff's barely coming out this tube. So maybe I'll take y'all shopping with me one day. And I do a very light conceal across my brows. I don't like heavily concealed brows, if that makes sense. I mainly just focus on the tail for myself. And I see I have a little pimple there, so I'll get that too. But I mainly focus on just making sure this arch is right. And I might bring it in a little bit more, but I don't like a heavily concealed brow for myself. Other people do it and I think it looks great, but I don't like it for me. And while I'm there, I'm also gonna start to conceal my under eye. I don't do color correctors. I don't see a need for it myself. I know some angles it can look like I have, like it's kind of dark under my eye, but I don't see a need for myself to do that, so I don't. What's something else that I enjoy doing? Outside of makeup, thoroughly enjoy makeup. Oh, I love Beyonce. Because everybody loves Beyonce. But I love Beyonce. It's not like a parasocial kind of relationship or anything like that. Like it's never that deep, but I do believe that like she is the best. And I hate when people try to fight me on it and I hate people try to rage bait me. I'm very easily rage baited, especially in person. Very easily rage baited in person. I'm trying to change that about myself, but I'm very easy to rage bait. So if you ever see me in person, you could probably get a rise out of me. I'm so over using that brush on this thing because it's not. And I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of a lighter color. Which color is this? This is Bisque. A very little bit. I bought this by accident one day and I was just like, whatever, I'll just use a little bit of it. We're just gonna add a little bit right here to brighten this little piece up too, but a little bit, because I will make myself pale and ashy so quick that it's embarrassing. And then I got this half-caked brush. I got it also in my Ipsy box. I like this. I'm gonna need to get some more of their brushes. I like this brush. This probably isn't what I should be using it for, but I like it. I like using it for this, you know? Sometimes you find multi-purposes for things. Hello? Oh my God, what else about me? I don't know. I don't know what else there is to talk about. But I guess I can go into some more book stuff. So personally, I like reading books that have to do with like supernatural stuff. That's really my stick. But after reading that thriller, I'm like, maybe I like thrillers. Maybe I like thrillers. But the supernatural stuff really took hold when I was like in middle school, I want to say. I remember my mom tried to get me to read Harry Potter. And I remember I was not having it. I was like, I tried to read the first like chapter or two and I just couldn't understand any of the words, all the magic spells and stuff. I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I couldn't get with it. And then she bought Twilight. And I read Twilight and I enjoyed Twilight. So that started like a whole vampire thing for me. Now I'm just going to go in and set it with this Morphe setting powder. It's the pink one. I like using the pink one on my under eye because you can't even tell, but there's something about it that I liked. And I like doing this before. Like I know I probably shouldn't be doing this before I put my foundation and stuff on, but my under eye creases so quickly. I try to just do it and then work the foundation around what I said, because you know it's liquid. You're not supposed to put liquid on top of a powder, but whatever. This is how I do it. It works for me. That's what I needed to do. But yeah, start with Twilight, and then I very like Vampire Diaries and things like that. Never watched the Vampire Diaries show. Never watched that. I watched the Twilight movie. I actually got finished watching it again a couple weeks ago. Thoroughly entertaining for sure. But yeah, never got into the Vampire Diaries like show. I keep it at the book. So I'm going in with my contour. I use Toast, same Pro Colors, Pro Conceal by LA Girl. And then I start my contour up here in my hairline, just so it looks more, you know, more natural. Start it up there, and then I kind of like bring it down and wherever else I need it to go. I'm gonna start with this because I don't want it to start drying. Oh, I didn't check the time before I started doing this. I think I started, oh, it's been like 20 minutes already. That's okay, because I'm almost done. Okay. This is where we're at right now. I'm comfortable. But yeah, yeah, from there, just kind of like elevated, and evolved into different kinds of supernatural stuff, and it's cool, but I think I'm ready to try to break out of that, so I'm looking into other genres to see what else is out there, see what else I like. So if you guys have any recommendations for good books, please, again, romance is fine, but let's keep it a little tame. There's certain words I don't want to read. And now I'm gonna go and apply, this is a face tip, not a full coverage foundation. I don't really need it, nothing. My skin is pretty clear and smooth as is, so I don't need a full coverage. So I really like this tinted moisturizer is what it is, in the shade Santiago. And again, this is another one of those half-caked brushes. I really like it. I like the feel of it. It's a nice brush. I need to buy some more because I really like them. I think they do very well. They do exactly what I need them to do. And I've also kind of evolved from using only a sponge. I used to only use sponges for the longest time, but I like using a brush. Now I know how to kind of blend with the brushes so you don't see all the brush strokes and stuff. And of course, depends on the type of brush that you use and all that good stuff, but I kind of like the brushes now. I like using a brush, it's cool. Oh, the other thing I wanted to start doing is kind of like reinforcing my moles because they get covered up with the makeup. and I've always been scared to do it, but I think I'm gonna try to do it today. And the other thing, my moles are more brown than they are black, so maybe not today, because I don't have like, I have my brown lip liner, but I don't know, we'll see. But I do want to start reinforcing my moles that get covered, because I'm like, they're so cute, and like, you know, they look all faded and stuff because of the makeup. Sometimes I use liquid blush. I have 3 shades from e.l.f. and I really like them, but I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna just use, you have these 2, and I have a purple as well. I don't know where it went. It's around here somewhere. But I like to use them, but I think I'm gonna just not worry about it today. So this is my whole liquid base. So I'm gonna set this so then I can build my powders on top. Oh, and I'm using the NYX matte finish. Looking good so far. So far so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my powders. So first I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Beijing Girl bronzer to kind of just lift some of this up a little bit. Just give me a little bit of enhancement on the color. Warm me up a little bit more. And then I have where's my brush? I'm gonna use this one for now. I'm not supposed to. Use it, I'm gonna pinch it because it's like a wide brush. I'm gonna pinch it because I'm about to go in with this e.l.f. powder contour kit. I'm gonna use this shade here just to kind of reinforce the contour that I have. I don't know where my other brush went. I had a fan brush. I don't know where it's at. But anyways. Just kind of buff that out a little bit. That look kind of like a rough line. And then I'm going to go over everything. No, I'm not going over everything yet. I need to do my blush. I almost forgot my blush. How did I forget my blush? I really turned into a blush girl. I had used the Juvia's Place Volume 3, and I'm going to use the top color. This bottom color is very intense for me. Use the top color because even the top color is pretty intense. And literally I just kind of tap it once, twice, and then tap. Tap, 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 tap. Until I get the color payoff that I want, because, you know, it's very easy to go overboard with this. Very easy. 1, 2. 1, 2 again. You see how much is on there after 2 taps? Very light. Very, very, very light. And then do 1 more tap. On my nose. Just a little bit. A little bit. And now I'm gonna go over it with the NYX Studio Fix. I used the NW30, and I have yet another half-baked fluffy brush. I like this one. They're really soft. I really like them. And I'm just gonna go over everything to kind of set my whole face. Yep. And the last thing for my face that I do is a little bit of highlighter. You know, we used to really go heavy, really heavy on the highlighter back in the day. The whole strobe lighting and all that. My hair came down. Yeah, my hair came down, sorry. You know, we really used to go all in on this highlighter back in the day, but no, not anymore. Even with that being said, I stopped buying full size highlighters because I don't use them as much. But I have the Becca Smashbox in Champagne Pop. You see how tiny it is? Yeah. I used to have like 10 highlighters. Had to stop doing that because, you know, you don't need to be a disco ball when you go outside. Do a little bit along the same path I put the blush. A little bit on my brow bone, sides, path of the blush. So I still use a good amount, but you know, we don't do use as much. Oh, and then tip of the nose. Cute little kiss. I used to also put on my Cupid's bow, but I don't really have a Cupid's bow, so I'm not doing that anymore. And then I'm gonna set one more time. And just wait for that to dry. Okay, it's been like 30 minutes. It's not bad. It's like 30 minutes. And then my everyday look literally is a brown liner, pink gloss with like a clear like lip oil on top. So we're gonna be using Chestnut by MAC, tried and true. I use the NYX butter glosses. This one is in Eclair. And then I think today I'm gonna use the Fenty lip oil in Frosted Buns. So I like to line my lips fully and then kind of do like a gradient kind of effect with the lip pencil. Then I tap the middle. And then this lip oil, I love this lip oil. I usually use the e.l.f. lip oil, which is just as good and a lot cheaper, but I found this at TJ Maxx for like $12.99. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. This is fine. And then look how beautiful that is. Look at that. Look how pretty. I just tapped that along. Cute to me. Anyways, so lastly, it's just gonna be the eyeliner. I hate when I clean my stuff up because I always end up putting stuff back in weird spots that I don't usually put them. So I have the NYX Epic ink liner in black I'm gonna be using. And I like a little wing, so I'm gonna try to angle it up a little bit. And a little bit more up on this side. Okay. And that's gonna be as good as it gets because sisters, not twins. Remember that. And I'm not putting on lashes because I'm not wasting the lashes that I got. But if I were to wear lashes, it would either be these by Kiss. You see, I only got one. I'm not going to the store right now and spending $12. Or I just bought these clusters that I really like, but I'm not putting them on today. I'm not going anywhere. What's the point in wasting? I'm not going anywhere. And I got work tomorrow. They don't need to see me dressed up. Them folks see me not dressed up. They don't need to see me made up. Them folks see me completely barefaced. With lip gloss. I'll wear lip gloss, but I'm not doing much else. So I'm just gonna close this out with mascara. Another trial size, because I don't use it enough, and they dry out faster than I use them. So I'm not spending the full price on mascara if it's just gonna dry out. But this is the Better Than Sex by Too Faced, and I love this. One of my friends put me onto this when I was working with her years ago, and she put me onto it, and I was like, oh, this is great, I love it. So that's what I use, always have. I might venture out and get like a Maybelline or something like that, but I always come back to this one. I don't know, just love it. It might be the name, I find the name entertaining, but to me, this is my #1 mascara for me. Until it dries out, and then you get little clumps on your eyeshadow that you didn't want. And that's it. That's how I do my face. What's it been? About 35 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. But typically I could do this in about 20 minutes if I'm rushing. If I'm rushing, I can get it done in 20. Because it's simple. It's easy. And it's not much to it. And you look good. You just need to get your base together. Once you get your base together, everything else just kind of falls into place. But yeah. Thanks for doing my makeup with me. Now I need to do my hair, but that is going to be a task for later because football's on and it's time to go and hopefully watch the Eagles get beat. hopefully the Eagles get beat. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed our little chit chat. Again, if you are interested in the book club, comment below. I'll send you the link. And this is my first video, so I'm super excited to start this journey and to start this. I didn't know if I was going to be comfortable doing this, but I am. I record my life. I like talking, because sometimes I don't have anybody to talk to. I mean, I do, but sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes you just need to yap by yourself and talk to yourself and answer your own questions. But this was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Maybe next time I'll do like a different kind of eye look, because I want to start experimenting with eye looks. So see you next time. This was fun. Thank you guys so much for joining me while I did my makeup. I had a great time. Tell me about things you like. Tell me about books you like. Tell me about events. Oh, I love going to events. Tell me about events that you like going to. Tell me everything. Tell me about your life. All of it. What's your life like? Tell me about your favorite artist. I told you about mine. Fight me on it. No, don't fight me on it. Let's be nice. We're gonna be a nice, happy channel. We're not gonna fight about anything. You guys are gonna be nice to me. I'm gonna be nice to you. We're gonna have a great time. Great adventure, because honestly there's other things that I want to do, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, peace.